Welcome to this presentation and demonstration of the Manufacturing Data Engine, also referred to as MDE. During this session, I will take you on an end-to-end tour of the solution and describe how it can help you. My name is Mrinal Chaudhary, and I'm a customer engineer focused on data analytics in Google Cloud. Today, we will take an example of a manufacturing organization called Symbol Fabrication, who is a contract manufacturer for car bodies. So Symbol Fabrication have recently connected one of their lines in the Amsterdam plant to MDE. This is line number 13. And they plan on scaling this to 25 other plants and hundreds of lines across the globe. The equipment which is in the factories is a mix of legacy, means old, and new modern equipment. And it all needs to be connected to the cloud to realize Symbol Fabrication's Digital 4.0 industry initiative. The slide which you see here is an overview of the Amsterdam line 13. It consists of a body stamping machine, a chassis base painting booth, an automated QA inspection station before the clear coating is applied, and finally a chassis clear coating painting booth. Underneath each machine, you can see that the actual tags collected from the PLCs are sent to the cloud. Since Symbol Fabrication is also very energy conscious, they also measure the energy consumption of all the 3 stations. Next, I will show you what a simple version on a SCADA HMI on the shop floor will look like. I think you can see my screen now. So this is a simple version of what you would have as a SCADA HMI on the shop floor. As you can see, the data is flowing and the machines are running. So when we use MDE, we not only enable this on the edge for a single plant, but across all the various plants Symbol Fabrication owns today. And later I will show you a similar dashboard in our analytics tool Looker, which we built by relying on the powerful metadata feature in MDE and BigQuery. Also, I will navigate to the Amsterdam Energy HMI interface. I would like to highlight here that energy consumption is a concern for everyone these days as companies are trying to reduce their carbon footprint. This interface shows the combined energy consumption for each station. And collecting detailed information like this is new for many manufacturing customers. It is key in order to understand where energy is consumed and how to optimize and eventually reduce energy consumption. So now you've looked at the HMI interface, which is available for view at the plant floor. And the question comes, why do we need to move this data from the edge to the cloud? So all this data multiplied by the many plants and lines means that we need to be innovative and smarter if we want to gain new insights. And the only way to scale this globally at a reasonable cost was to analyze it on the cloud. For the initial proof of concept for Symbol Fabrication, they wanted an overview similar to the HMI overview in the cloud for all sites and lines, and the capability for the right people to explore the data and dig deeper to see patterns and investigate the issues. And in order to achieve this in the cloud, we built a Looker dashboard. And here is the Looker dashboard, we built for simple fabrication use case. So this dashboard presents an always up-to-date view on the state of my entire line, the individual stations, the key tags, and the energy consumption for all the three different stations. Whether it's a stamping station, the prime painting station, the clear coating station. Also, as you can see, this provides a very user-friendly access to the data and the ability to work with basically any amount of data. Also, I want to add here that this dashboard relies on a shared semantic model, which is version controlled in Git. And the semantic model is part of manufacturing data engine, and it enables you to quickly build a dashboard for your own use case. So you don't have to write the code from scratch, and it will help accelerate your digital initiatives as we have already built this for you. Also, if you have any other BI tool in your organization, MDE can easily work with it. When it comes to Looker, it is designed specifically for these use cases. Looker is powered by cloud capabilities that you can't have on the edge, and hence it is extremely successful in showcasing all these metrics. It enables you to scale to any amount of data and collect the data across many sites and factories, and also allows thousands of people to easily access the data from anywhere. And another thing I would like to talk about is the alerts which you can send using Looker. So for example, if the shaft vibration value is reaching a max, what I can do here is I can set up an alert to notify a plant manager about it, and I can email them or send it via Slack, depending upon how they want it, or any other channel. So this was the Looker dashboard. Next, we'll go over what the MDE solution consists of. So I'll switch over to my deck. So in order to get the data in the cloud and build the kind of dashboards I just showed you, we need to deal with a number of tasks. The very first one is we need connectivity from the shop floor to the cloud. And for this, we need the manufacturing connect, which you see on the left-hand side. Manufacturing Connect has an industry-leading breadth of machine and PLC connectors and provides integration with other edge systems such as SCADA and MES, which you see on the shop floor. And there are more than 250 plus protocols which the Manufacturing Connect can speak today. Also, Manufacturing Connect includes integrated real-time edge analytics features. So once your shop floor machines are connected using Manufacturing Connect, you will be able to send the data to the manufacturing data engine. And the manufacturing data engine consists of components which help with data processing and storage, data contextualization, and they help you integrate with the broader Google Cloud ecosystem. I will specifically like to highlight that the data ingestion piece is supported in the manufacturing data engine by PubSub. And for those of you who don't know PubSub, today PubSub service is powering many internal Google products as it is extremely efficient and highly scalable. So once the data is processed, contextualized in MDE, it can be easily explored and consumed by using the Data Engine API. And this provides ready-to-use integrations of key GCP tools and services for dashboarding, which I just showed you, analytics, and the AI use cases. And open doors to explore all these different AI use cases, such as visual inspection, machine level anomaly detection, predictive maintenance, and so much more. I'll next dig a little bit more into the components. So let's talk about what the manufacturing connect edge constitutes of. So inside the factories, manufacturing connect edge acts as a gateway that can connect to virtually any machine protocol natively with a few clicks. There are 250 protocols which are supported out of the box, and any other protocol can be added within a week. MDE also has a complementary manager component, which is called as the Manufacturing Connect, that sits on the cloud that allows you to centrally and scalably manage, configure, update your manufacturing connect edge gateways, and configure data ingestion and metadata for MDE. And this is where the Manufacturing Connect is sitting here. MDE connects of a series of configurable pipelines as well, where you can use data archetypes or classes of data for which you can define transformations and storage options for. So you can see that we can process data which is of numeric type, discrete type, continuous type. And all of this data, once it comes through those pipelines, is stored and managed in any of these three different storage locations. It can be BigQuery, which is a petabyte scale data warehouse. It can be Bigtable, which is a NoSQL database, or Google Cloud Storage, depending upon your use case. Also, you can unlock the value using Looker, and you can build the models using the Vertex AI platform. And with the Manufacturing Connect Edge, you have the ability to deploy containerized workloads such as ML models back to the gateway to run locally. And you can do ML inferencing at the edge. Now, with that said, let's look under the hood. Let me showcase and show you around what the Manufacturing Connect Edge looks like. The Manufacturing Connect is, so give me a moment here, I'll just quickly switch to it. So here is the Manufacturing Connect. Manufacturing Connect is a complementary manager module that sits in the cloud. And it is the centralized place for managing and monitoring all your edge devices. Also, on the status overview page, you can see an overview of your edge devices, their health, and the traffic received. And this allows us to quickly see if there are any capacity or misconfigurations on the edge devices. As you see here, there is edge CPU utilization. You can look at the network load, the memory used, and the edge storage. And the total number of edge devices connected, sending tags, which are online. Next, switch to the edge management. So in edge management, we see all the connected edge devices. This is also where I can control activation of the edge devices and define templates for large-scale rollouts. You can also control the applications deployed to the edge devices. So if you see here, I have all these applications, and if I want to deploy Grafana to one of the edge device, I can just click on the actions here. I can launch the app, and I have my options to deploy this to a specific edge device, and I can select that option and deploy it. Another thing I would like to show you here is that to quickly see what is sent from an edge device, you don't need to connect to it, and you can just get a summary of it by hovering over this matrix. Under the matrix, you see this information icon. You can just hover over it, and you can see what this edge device is all about, what's my network, what's my storage, what's my CPU system utilization. And in this case, you can see that this edge device is sending 7 tags from a stamping machine. And next, what I'll do is, from the Manufacturing Connect, I can connect to the Manufacturing Connect Edge UI as well. And I will go and connect to that UI, and I have it open in the next tab, so I'll quickly share that with you. So I am now logged into the Manufacturing Connect Edge instance running on the shop floor. And this first screen shows you the immediate state of the gateway with some basics of symmetrics. Next, I will dig into the device hub, and I see that my stamping machine is registered here. This is the place where we can set up the connection to the devices, systems, and the equipment on the factory floor. And right now, we have already set up a stamping machine, as you can see. And if I click on the tags, I can see all of the tags which are being collected from this machine. And if you see here, I have the engine speed, the oil level, the oil temperature, the pressure, the shaft vibration, and tool height. All this information is getting collected from this device, and it is being sent for analysis in the cloud. Now, let me go over and show you the next one, which is the Data Hub. So what is Data Hub? So Data Hub lists out the databases which you're using, and this tab shows the local time series database which is being used for caching, called TS data. Next, I will switch to the Flows Manager. So what is Flows Manager? Oftentimes, you are in a situation where you need some custom logic on the edge. And there are many ways to implement this. The Manufacturing Connect Edge provides a very easy embedded, no-code, low-code approach to this by hosting a Node-RED instance, and that's what is the Flow Manager. So if you click to the flow definition, you can see you can go to the Flow Manager here, share this. I think you should be able to see this now. So this is the Node-RED instance where you can easily do transformations, no-code, low-code approach at the edge. And let me take an example here, maybe of symbol fabrication. In symbols manufacturing world, there are legacy as well as new equipments. What if I'm in a situation where I want to connect one of the legacy machines and I don't have an adapter for it? So what will I do then? And that's when MDE comes to rescue. In MDE, we can speak all the low-level protocols. We can speak MQTT locally, TCP, UDP, HTTP. I can also speak natively to a RS-232 cable, which other vendors said they can't speak to without an expensive adapter. So I can bring in and talk to that adapter, and I can put in the data into the Data Hub. And this will be the right option here. And I can connect these two. And if there is any transformation I want to do before landing the data into Data Hub, I can even make use of the functions which are available to me here. And another way we allow you to interface with the edge logic is using the analytics suite. And I'll show you that here. So let's switch over to the analytics suite. So in the analytics suite, you can easily subscribe to data and perform arithmetic and analytical functions. And this is extremely powerful as it allows us to get around some of the odd behaviors of the machines, which sometimes have spiked values and aren't quite real. There are times when you have so much data that an average is meaningful rather than just looking at the individual values. And we can now have the capability to average the signal at the edge and send it up to the cloud where it can be interpreted meaningfully. And if you see here, we have this Data Hub subscribe, and there are messages which are coming in. I can click on this. And if you see here, there are messages which are flowing in from the edge, and I can average those messages, or I can do a feature extract. I can extract a feature out of it and put it in a topic and send it up to the cloud, or I can average them and send that data up to the cloud. So this is extremely powerful. Also, I would like to show you the list of processors. And let me switch over. So if I want to select the processors, I can even select an anomaly detection processor at the edge. So what I can do is the UI provides a guide on how to set it up, and I can then pass on any detected anomalies on a new topic and build logic or analytics around that. Also, there are other options for different functions which are available here: remove filter, base conversion, feature extractor. So many different options available to us. So next, I will talk to you about the integration. Once we have collected the data and processed it at the edge, the next logical step is to send these tags or information to the cloud. And when the Manufacturing Connect Edge is installed, we create a PubSub connector, which allows us to send the data to the cloud in a very secure and scalable way. And as you see here, this is already connected. It shows the PubSub connector. And it is very easy to add a connector. You can just click on this Add a Connector option, and you have all these different connector options available in the dropdown. You can send your data from the edge to any of these databases or Kafka, maybe MQTT you want to send it to. So you can connect and configure these connectors here. Next, I would like to look into the tags which are enabled for this PubSub connector. So I'll get into the So for each connector, we can control what local tags are sent to the manufacturing data engine. And the list which you see here are the tags which are coming from the stamping machine. You can add other tags, and it is as simple as clicking on this option on the plus sign, and you can control this via an API as well in case you want to integrate or build automation around it. So again, just click on the plus sign. You can simply pick the local topics or decide where you want to send your data to. And this brings us to the end of our demo. I want to summarize by saying that today we discussed how easily we can connect legacy or new machines on the manufacturing shop floor using Manufacturing Connect and send the data to MDE. We use the power of Looker for visualizing data in real time and enabling the insights into that data across the symbol fabrication organization. And the next step from here is to start running automated analysis and machine learning on large data sets. And with that said, thank you everyone for listening in today.